Okay, so as you probably have noticed, when you use Excel to get a correlation value, all you get is the correlation value. You don't get a p-value that's associated with it. So if you have data set up like 12, 15, 17, and then we're also going to correlate that with 5, 10, 15, and do the CORREL. This is array 1. This is array 2. Great correlation, but that's all we get. We get an R. This is the Pearson's R. We don't get a p-value to go with it. So, I mean, this one's kind of obvious that it would be a significant correlation probably, although with only 3 observations, maybe not. But we can find out. So we can come up here, 0.993. We have 3 observations. Oh, it's not. It's not significant. Okay. So there we go. This is why you want to have this correlation significance calculator. So up until now, you can use, online correlation significance calculators. Those are pretty good. The one that I recommend is Daniel Soper's calculator on Soper statistics. The problem with that is that could go away at any time. That website's been there for like quite a few years, and it hasn't been updated, so it makes me worry that it could be taken down at any time. Maybe it won't, maybe it'll be there forever, but it could be. And so in that case, it's good to have a correlation significance calculator of your own that you can use to figure out the significance of different correlation values. So let's build it. We're going to build it with this formula right here, t, which is the t from the t-statistic, the same thing that you get with a t-test. So we're basically converting the R, Pearson's R correlation value, into a t-value. So the t equals Pearson's R times the square root of n minus 2, n is the number of observations. All of that is over the square root of 1 minus the correlation squared. Not a whole lot of math that we actually have to figure out here. So the first thing we want to do is click anywhere. You could put yours up here like I have mine in B5. You could put it in A1. You could put it in B11, and that's where I'm going to put mine. So I want to make some labels first, R and N, and also t-statistic, and then also P. These are the two that I'm going to want to put data into. So I like to make those green because green means go. So I know that I need to put data there. These two are where the formulas are. So I'm going to make them red. So I know that red means stop. Don't mess with anything inside of here. So test statistic. This is where we're going to put this formula right here. Equals, open parenthesis, R. We want that dependent on our value right here, so B12, times the square root of n minus 2. We want that dependent on Rn, so C12, minus 2, close parenthesis, first square root, close parenthesis that we opened up in the beginning. All that is divided by the square root, open parenthesis, of 1 minus, and now you probably don't actually need this group of parentheses here, but I'm going to put it because I'm paranoid about parentheses, R squared. Close that parenthesis, close the square root parentheses, and we're good, probably. Let's put the same numbers here. Correlation of, what sounds good, 0.47, and 15 observations. So if we enter 0.47 and 15 here, there we go, 1.919. Okay, we're halfway there. Pause this at any time if you need to look at that formula. Here is the formula. If you pause right now, you can see what I've done with cell dependencies. Also, that formula is on the screen. And now we're going to move on to the p-value. P-value is actually really easy. All you have to do is type in equals, and then we're going to go t dot, and then where it says t dot dist dot 2t, 2t stands for two-tailed, click on that. Our x in this case is the t-statistic right here. And then degrees of freedom is n minus 2. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to say, open parentheses, n minus 2. Close parentheses, and then close parentheses for this operation, and hit enter. And there we go, 0.077087. And if you followed along, your calculator is complete. Now you can put this in, put in any R value and n, and get out a test statistic and a p-value. The only thing you'll probably report with your statistics is the p-value, but you have the associated t-stat if for some reason you need it. And that's it.